Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the quarterfinals? No, the semi-finals of the North American tournament this week, and it is the 5th of October. Now, we don't have Denial NA or Team Dignitas in this week, so as a matter of fact, we only have 6 teams in the tournament, and now this is the semi-finals. So we've got Cognitive Gaming and Reason Gaming. Cognitive Gaming did go through, get a pass into the semi-finals just as it is anyway. Reason Gaming did have a game up against Panda Bears. Was pretty much a stomp, but it's always good to have it's because new teams come into the scene and obviously all that lot, and they're not used to play. Well, they're just not used to playing, and sometimes they get beaten to hell. So let's just kind of have a little rundown of the team that we have. So we do have Xing, who's on Loki. I love that Infiltrator skin. We got Allied there on Guan Yu. We got Omega on Hercules. So, 3 melee physicals, as well as KO on Xing. And then we see MLC Stealth on Isis. So, we've got 4 physicals, 1 magic. Alright, and kind of 2 semi-supports that I'd say. No one like major tank, but okay, Allied and Omega can kind of do pretty well. We do see, well, yeah, they're the only ones that picked the Vanguard, so that's going to move on there. Oh, yeah, KO and Xing. No, KO on Shibalanke. That's where I was going. I was like Xing, but I didn't say the Balanke at the end. Okay, we got Sobek. We got Snoopy on Sobek. We do obviously see Funball there on her as well. Percy's as well as on Bastet, and an Advent on Jonqui. And Tokidi is on Agni as well. So we're going to see some action-packed game. It's pretty much more of an even kind of team, that one. But we will see everyone kind of split up for Cognitive. We've seen 2 pick up the middle goal camp. We saw the blue buff go out straight away on Shibalanke and Guan Yu. And we did see the fact that Hercules and Xing did go over and pick the damage buff up straight away. No, Hercules went for the damage buff straight away. Or was it Xing? One of the two. That's the way we got this. So moving on, they're going to go through, push this lane right up against Advent straight away. Does manage to push him and push him back. He's got the full creep wave there. Are they going to get it? They should be able to. One more hit. You lucky. Ah, that guy. Lucky so much. Alright, we go back here as well. We just missed a kill on Shibalanke. Let's see what happens. So the fact that Advent managed to get away with that one is just, I reckon his old football was going a bit there. I know mine would have been. Going in, and we see Shibalanke just managed to get thrown back into tower range by Sobek there, and not doing too well about it. We do see Isis here as well against Tokidi, getting pushed back under the tower. Give Agni a few more levels, and he'll be able to start pushing out a bit more. Obviously, he's going to push out against Isis. Isis is one; it's just such an exceptional lane clearer. But once he gets level 5, well, 4 or 5, gets his Rain of Fire, the Flame Wave up, then they're not going to last too long after that. We will see the fact that he will go in, get the path wave there, and Perseus is rotating over. All the junglers still at the moment are picking up the red buff, the Potion of Physical Might. It's definitely a standard in the meta. Spirit Ball goes out, does pick up on Tokiti, doing about a 3rd damage. They will go into Xing, does get hit though, but manages to stealth out of the way. Luckily enough for him, that's the route to go. Advent as well, will see him, but only gets the card on one person. There is a rotation mid, so Isis needs to be a little bit careful. MLC Stealth, is he going to see it? They're just going to go for the middle gold camps. We see both sides coming up, and looks like Cognitive are going to pick up both quite easily. MLC Stealth does get pinged up against the wall after being thrown, but on her realised, oh crap, time to leave. We'll go out there. MLC Stealth gets stunned out of that, but Funball's going to go down. One more hit. Xing managed to pick that one up. I believe he managed to get that anyway. And everyone else is so low. Did Xing manage to get that one? Yes, he did. Xing did manage to actually get that. And, yeah. It was just a good turnaround. I don't think they were expecting the Reason Gaming to be behind them. We just see Perseus going out there, getting some dot damage onto MLC Stealth. Bags out and manages to move out of the way. The Spirit Ball as well gets pushing up forward. And just moves back, get out of the way, hyping up a completely irrelevant situation. As, to be honest, it's not going to do too. They were never going to get a kill, but it was fun nonetheless. See Guan Yu rotating around. Moving up, get the heals out and push forward. We see Percy with 2 wards as well, going to help out nicely. Snoopy is round. Is he going to use a hog or anything like that? Just hits allied. Could do with maybe throwing somebody. The heals coming out. We see Xing coming round over. Where's he going to go? Fumble in a lot of trouble. Gets hit by the Xing ultimate. Jumps up into the air. Nowhere else for the go. And Rising Jaguar does do so much damage. One more ranged hit. There is nowhere for him to go. He's on the wrong side. Trying to deny the kill, I believe. And then gets taken down by Xing with a last auto attack. Sometimes you attempt that. If you can get out of combat long enough and dive into a tower, you're going to die anyway. But if you can stop the credit going to one god, it's every little bit counts pretty much. It's one of them things like, why do you pick up the middle gold camps? Because that little bit of gold slows them up ever so slightly. It's the same with that as well. Left hand lane is pushed up so far as well that the creeps are up there moving out. But we will see the fact that Cognitive will pick up one of the little gold fury camps this time over. I do have a feeling this game's going to be pushing out a bit more. Obviously a bit stronger, maybe a bit longer than the last ones we've been having. So it'll always be nice. I guarantee that both of these teams won't give up early, especially as this is a best of 1. We will see Percy's there on the left hand side. May jump over, does jump. Misses the spirit ball, but then also pretty much all the stuns possible was missed, as well as allied there and Snoopy as well rotate. Just kind of having a little tussle in the back. We will Hercules, just have a little check what everyone's going on. No, it's just fine. Xing picking up, obviously picking up level 1 boots, then going straight into the Heartseeker just to get that up quicker. Moving on, get the stacks up as well. Yeah, just kind of keep it on moving. Pick up the blue buff. So what can they do now? It's pretty much a standard game from the minute, and so on from there. Let's just have a quick. There we go. And yeah, it's just as much as you can kind of do. There's not play the standard game, rotate over, try not to get picked off, and yeah, it's just as is. We do see 3 hogs on Cognitive Gaming, as well as I'm missing Xing on the right, John Kui on the right hand side, and so I'm chatting away to myself. What's going on? So the Mr. Knocker up. We do see Xing coming over. I've slowed down a little bit too much. Does manage to get in there. Hits that Excavate and Spirit Ball, as well as John Kui. Unfortunately, with the John Kui ultimate, it doesn't hit himself. So he managed to get battered by 3 people. Good ganking coming out there from Xing and MLC Stealth, with Omega holding there with that Excavate as well on top of Advent's head. Fumble just going to be stacking up as much as he can. He's not doing his old build that he used to do, which was Devourer's Gloves into, well, Heartseeker, Devourer's Gloves first and then boots. So he's kind of stopped doing that. It's probably because of the introduction of the Bloodforge. So we'll see there. We do see a little bit of a standoff here at the gold camp, even though the gold camp ad's gone. Where can we go with it? MLC Stealth managing to get a good connection there onto Tokati as well. We do see Midas boots onto the Sobek. And it's kind of, yeah, just stalling out. We see Snoopy rotating over into the left-hand side, but Fumble taking a lot of damage. Few more hits from the horse from Allied as well. She'll pick up that one. Manages to get out, and with a stun from Shiva. Well, it looked like a stun. I wasn't quite sure. Where the hell? I don't know. Snoopy looked like he could have thrown Guan Yu back in under the tower, but didn't quite manage to do that. We do see Hercules back over on the right-hand side, obviously, with Advent there, but not too much going on. Are they actually going to do it? They're going to go for each other, just kind of batting else out. We do see Advent actually has picked up 2 levels in Best Better Ballad, just to kind of combat the fact that Omega hits like a truck. That's pretty much it. Omega going for Tabby boots at the moment, just going straight into that. But the fact that he's obviously got the Vanguard is helping him out a buttload as well. I still love Vanguard. Xing rotating in. What's going on? Gets hit on top of Advent. He's so close to the tower, though. He can easily get away. Taken out. Gets hit by the rebound of the boulder. And then one more hit from MLC Stealth. Xing manages to get the kill, though. We see Tokati rotating over. We'll see MLC Stealth. There he is. Does he go for it? Just the one. Nowhere for him to go, but the stun comes out. Flame Wave. Spirit Ball misses as well. Time to let him go. Perseus comes in. Does go for Isis. MLC Stealth's in a lot of trouble. Pinned up against the wall. Nowhere for him to go. Look at that. That pin. You're not going nowhere, son. That's what that is. Going straight in for Omega, so they're turning the tables on them, actually. See some good dot damage, mitigate wounds, and another rain comes in there to pick up Hercules. So a double kill coming out for Reason Gaming. So, look at kill-wise. Cognitive are still ahead, but Reason Gaming are starting to come into their own, catching off, getting good positions and everything else like that. Yeah, just everything is moving on. The fact that the cats could block ISIS as well in place, it was really fun. Especially just kind of fun. They was just stuck against the wall, just nowhere for the go. It's like, okay. Let's see if we get to see like another Barracuda style where you kind of like stop, don't do anything, and then decide to hit somebody. Be funny. ISIS going out there onto Toggedy. Where are we going to go? We're about the 8-minute mark. We will see, hopefully see a Gold Fury by the 13-minute mark, which was last game, 13-minute mark. I always say, well, I kind of say I always say, but give it like a couple of minutes. But the level 15 mark is about when everybody kind of like gets the Gold Fury. But we'll see. But there's so many wards there for Reason Gaming over at... What's going on? I hear the Jonquil helmet. There's 4 for Reason Gaming over on the right lane, but everyone from Cognitive have backed out. They did see him coming in. There is the wards there, so it's good for them. It's good for them. Shing's finished off his Heartseeker. He's got 4 kills as well, so a fed Loki is going to be a dangerous situation, and what we're going to see. I can't wait for us to see Mercury in these games. It will be so funny, especially when the camera has to go doink. That'll be how it's going to go. So that'll be fun. I can't wait for that to actually happen, and we're going to see where everybody goes. So there are Reason Gaming starting to back out now. Managed to steal a buff by the looks of it. And now Shing is in the middle. Going to be caught out. Doesn't get stunned though. Manages to get out of the way, uses the stealth and left. Literally as soon as he kind of heard Agni arrive, he went, nope, time to leave. Time to get out of the way. Percy's getting in there on Shing. Nowhere for him to go. He's just stuck. And there he goes down. So much for all them stacks. Yeah. That's painful. That is painful. The fact that now that the cats make a trio and can block you in place, you just can't go anywhere. I do see that possibly being nerfed. That is a bit of bit nasty. If anything, there is nothing else in the game that can kind of pin you in the open. It's yeah, that's a bit much. Yeah, that's poor Shing, poor Shing. Right hand tower taking so much damage from the creeps. Won't go down, but has done a considerable amount. It's the only tower that's really hurt badly. Advent obviously not there. I'm getting told to stop talking about the kiddies. We can't nerf the kiddies. They finally got good. That's pretty much... Yeah, we finally get Bastet in a great situation where she's obviously putting out loads of damage, can body block people with the cats, and then we say, nerf them. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. No, no, no. So Toggedy coming in there with Jotun's Wrath, getting that penetration up, the cooldowns as well, get more kiddies out as much as you can. Shivalunki's ultimate as well, it goes down there with Sobek, not Sobek, Shing going on top and just gets blown up. Obviously the fact, like I say, with the fact that Shing is 4-1-1, already got the Heartseeker up and grabbed Sprint as well as Fist of the Gods. It's quite a bit of a dangerous situation for anyone on their own. Anyone kind of squishy. Tanks, fair enough, but like Toggedy, Bastet, even Funball. It's in a bit of a nasty spot, to say the least. Funball is getting pushed up against his tower pretty hard. There's not much more they can kind of do. But we will see a rotation from Snoopy coming. No, he doesn't decide to come back. He goes back the other way. Yes, we see a lot of 2-on-1s going on. Isis needs to be a little bit careful. As here it comes in. Oh, at least just in time before Toggedy would actually get that final hit in. They would have got it anyway. There wasn't much more they could kind of do. We do see Allied and everybody rotating middle. So we've got a big gang middle. Five gods, 6 gods, 7 gods mid. What's going on? We see Herc going on to Advent over there. Not doing too much to him though. It's the funny thing with tanks. They just kind of tickle each other for a while. They just can't do too much. Salvation as well. Serenity coming out there on the Guan Yu. Allied, obviously. It's kind of a must for a lot of tanks with that extra, with the aura as well being physical and magical protection. Perseus is looking in, but I swear Omega's seen him. That's why he's not leaving. There's been a bait by Advent to try and do something else. You'll see a lot of baits going off. We do see in the left-hand side lane a bit of an engagement going on. And back again over here. Do they manage to connect anything else? Excavate going out, but Hercules manages just to get that mitigate wounds up and everything else. So no one going down in the end. On either lane, we saw ganks on both lanes to actually come out, and there wasn't. I think it's just because they're so tanky, right? Hercules has got no tank items, okay? He's got Ninja Tabby boots just for that extra cooldown. But yeah, it just still wouldn't go down. They didn't have the damage potential. Maybe with a bit more penetration from that, bring it down to true damage or something like that, and move on. Percy's doing a bit of damage, but now we're starting getting into like the 30-minute mark. We did see obviously the first Gold Fury go out to Reason Gaming. Does get stunned in there, silence Percy's, and then Tokadi missing the Rain of Fire. Rotation coming in there from Guan Yu and Shibalanka as well into me. So how's Shibalanka doing really? He is KO's 13. Probably is the lowest gold. It's got 4 assists and 1 kill. Right. Shibalanka is funny for getting assists because the moment you use your ultimate, you're then assisted on every kill on the map for the next like 30 seconds or so. So we see a load of engagements going off, but no one really been able to capitalise. We do see Snoopy in a bit of trouble, uses his lurking below to actually get away. Are they actually going to get him though? I didn't think they were going to be able to do it. They are getting chased. KO is backing in a very bad spot there. Snoopy did manage to get it away. Fumble is going for the left-hand tower. Xing now in a bit of trouble. No, maybe not. Could go over and push the right-hand side. Percy's is rotating over just to try and clear those creeps enough. Now, if you had both in there, Hercules is so close. Pushes out Percy's. Now they go excavate and the assassinate onto Percy's and then gets blown up. That's... I don't even know what to say about that. That's just pretty much bad smite. What can you say? As I'm holding my hands up to my shoulders going, okay. You go in there to defend, try and clear some stuff up, and Hercules pushes you out, and you just get blown up by assassins. Which is always good to see. I like assassins to be able to, like, kill people as quick as they do. Yeah. That tower's not far off. Only 10% left. Just over 10%. Probably about 12% left on it. MLC Stealth and Chocolate still fighting in the mid. But we can still see, though, that even though the right-hand side tower will go down, Hercules is back already. Waited for somebody to leave and then come back. Obviously picked up the blue buff and left. We do see as well that Cognitive Gaming have all the ward coverage around the Gold Fury, apart from one by the looks of it, which is Reason Gaming there. Toggedy and Snoopy have seen this. Do they have hogs? We have 2 Fists of Gods for Cognitive, a level 1 hog from Allied, so nothing much they can do, but only level 1 hogs from Reason Gaming. So if Cognitive go for an objective, they can secure it with the Hand of God's lead. Okay, so they can go at about, what is it, 15%? 10%. Okay, so I think that's where they've nerfed that a bit. So moving on, letting them go back out. The whole of Cognitive are... It's now they've made it through the laning phase. I feel that Cognitive group up a little bit better. Especially now, look at them. They're together. They can't get nothing. They'll spread. Then they'll group up again and spread. Group up again and spread. Fair enough, Xing is doing mightily well there on Loki, getting 5-1-1. Doing really well, keeping them stacks up. He should be getting... He should near enough be at 50 stacks again. Obviously, he's only died once, so he'd have only lost 25 stacks at the most. Gold Fury's up, so both... No, to be honest, only one team's got award coverage on that, and that is Reason Gaming. Percy is rotating over. We'll see Allied there. Decides not to actually go for it. Tokadi in the middle there versus Isis, taking quite a bit of damage, but Isis is going to back. There's no real, like, difference in iron. We do see Combat Blink on Tokadi, though. We'll go on the Agni. We'll pick that one up, just to get him out of, like, some exceptional or annoying cases. Eye Providence and Standard Blink there for Advent. It's good for Advent, because when he's chasing people with his ultimate, he can kind of just get there. Xing going out there onto Percy's. Will the dot damage come in? No, there's so much Rain of Fire coming out. And defensive Kitty's going out as well, just to stop any pursuits happening. Percy's very lucky in that situation. Should have gone down. Manages, obviously, to leap out of the way. Now actually get on. Togedy's level 17. Isis is 16, so they're doing well there. Closest one is Fumble. So a bit of an engagement going on by the side. Gold Camp. We do see Allied and MLC Stealth taking damage from Zhonghui. Zhonghui doing loads of damage, actually. Allied as well taking some bits. Xing managing to actually get out of the way. Does go down to a dot. We see Excavate goes out there, picks up Isis as well, goes down. Isis, Guan Yu, Xing goes down and Fumble. So it's a 3-for-1 trade. Allied managed to just get out of the way. Fumble goes down. Snoopy was so low as well in the end. And it should be a Gold Fury at this point. Quite easily done. There's so much DPS that goes out. KO can't do anything. And there we go. We get a second Reason Gaming Gold Fury as well in the game. And keep moving on. What can Cognitive do with it about this? They pretty much just push objectives. They're still ahead on objectives. They're behind in gold just because of obviously the Gold Fury. KO is looking, but decides not to actually go for it. We'll move back out, and we'll see Herc is on the right, picking up the blue one. They could do with potentially, I don't know, just pushing some more towers. Just play the same game. There's nothing special that they need to do. They need to try and just stop getting caught out and just kind of keep moving on. See a lot of hogs as well, all the way up. Omega has finished off his Focus Void Blade, so he's going to be doing a lot of damage. Keep moving on. Xing will be getting the red buff. We'll be able to like get assassinated. So just basically, the more and more feds you can get, Xing, KO, and MLC that you can get, as long as they're not dying too much. Obviously, MLC Stealth has died twice. So Xing, and there goes Togedy as well. In the mid, was that in the middle he died? I didn't see him even go. Oh well, nothing too much. I'm not even above finding him there again. Where is Percy's going? Percy's doing pretty well. Well, I'd say doing pretty well, but he's 2-2-2. He just seems to be everywhere, kind of all over the place. But that's the role of the jungler. Keep moving on, keep moving forward. Gets stunned there, Fumble gets stunned, pushed back, Excavate goes out. Now he leaps over the wall to get out of the way. There's the kiddies there on MLC Stealth, using that to obviously charge up the Isis ultimate as well. Just kind of that ring of protection. Just to kind of keep that going off. But lucky enough that Fumble was by a wall, so he could leap over that, get out of the way, and move on through. We will see Snoopy, no. Just over on the left. There's a ping, but I don't know if that's just because there's a ward there or they think somebody's coming. Not sure, not sure. Let's see, where are we going? Everyone's kind of like stalled out for the minute. We'll have a look at like the graphs. We see a good kind of, it's been a pretty bit even game, as you can see by the graphs. One team gets the gold, then it comes back. Then it's kind of funny. Both dips for like Reason Gaming have been because of a Gold Fury, but then Cognitive have managed to pull it back. A good blink there from Advent, managed to get a stun out, but nothing much more. Problem with Advent, the stun's a bit short unless you get obviously the card on them first, and then moving on. But he can do a bit. There's not much more he can do. Once they're there, they can't hold him in place after that. Moving on, we do see a good bit of Rain of Fire coming out there from the Agni, going out. KO as well, and Allied stuck under. But Xing and LLC Stealth has rotated over. We do see Hercules. I'd like to see Herc keep pushing over, but Fumble is rotating up to prevent him pushing up another tower. Decides not to, but now maybe will he turn back round? I'd like to see Herc push that tower at least. Well, at least get the creep wave up to the tower. They know where two of them are, at least. Fumble managed to get out of the way, the use of beads. Those beads have never been so good at this moment. So, yeah, I'd like to have seen Herc probably pushed a bit more. Omega could have really done some damage to that tower and rotating over. KO on the left was had the right idea, but now going to get hit over. Because everybody was on the left, there's nowhere for him to go. He's blocked, he's stunned, that's it, he's down. Percy does pick up the kill though, as well as just kind of pushing on through. So, basically, KO was doing what Omega should have been doing. Omega would have been a bit safer, seeing as everybody for Reason Gaming was on the left-hand side of the map. The middle tower is taking damage. So it's kind of good that Cognitive Gaming haven't lost a tower yet, or may just be losing a tower anytime soon. There is 4 people rotating over, so it's 4 on 4 at the minute. Got to be a good mid-engagement. Omega jumps through, blinks in, and gets a good Fist of Gods. We see Togedy manages to combat Blink out of the way. Desert Fury as well to the face of MLC Stealth. MLC Stealth goes down. We see Xing goes for Togedy, but then gets impaled up against the wall and finished off with the Sobek Lurking Waters. Manages to pick that one up. And then the Cognitive actually pushed back. Reason Gaming doing pretty well. Even though they're losing... they've lost one tower. One of their other towers is almost dead. 2 of their other towers is almost dead. But they're managing to get the gold Furies as well, which will be up in 50 seconds. They're going to lose this tower. But yeah, they're just getting it in the team fights. They're managing to single out Xing. Obviously, Xing is like a big magnet. You can hear him coming. You can hear him move. Every ability, it's very signatory Loki. So you know exactly where he is, and then all of a sudden everybody turns around and goes, Loki, bang, die. Middle tower almost down. So they've almost caught up on the tower. Look, there we go, bang. So they've overtaken in tower lead already. And we can see here from the gold graph that the fact they're 4K up. Not so much as experience, only about 900. But they're up there on the 4K, keep moving on. And so forth like that. What else will we see? Where will they go? I think Cognitive, they need to... I'd say... I can't say split push because they keep getting picked off. I'd like to see them maybe stick together. I reckon let's have a look at the team comps. Right, we got Loki, Isis, Hercules, Xing, and Guan Yu versus up against Sobek. To be honest, Reason Gaming had the better team fight comp, I would say. We do see Cognitive have the better kind of like pick-off comp. We've got Xing that can assassinate someone quite nicely. You've got KO that can single one person out as well. Hercules as well does a bit of disruption. We will see, looks like they're going for the Gold Fury as well, picking up another one. But where on the other hand, Reason Gaming have got so much AoE damage. You've got Advert on John Kui. You've got the Desert Fury and a few bits there from Funball, as well as the disruption from Sobek, as well as Percy's with the Cats, the Bleed Shred, and Toki's Rain of Fire. See the Advent coming out now with all that damage from John Kui. Percy's will go down though. We see Hercules pushing through there with Driving Strike. Sobek on his last leg. Xing coming through, managing to pick up onto Funball. Managed to get away, use his ultimate to connect that one up. They got two, so they're doing well. They're managing to single them off. When the team fights are happening, they're nowhere to be seen and can come in from the back. That's the best way to play an assassin. Tokidi goes down as well to KO, and they've taken out the middle tower. Will go after John Kui. No, doesn't. So four people went down in that engagement. So, as I was saying about the team fight thing, forget everything I said. Well, not as such. They've managed to work that one pretty well. The focus was on Guan Yu, Herc, Isis, maybe KO as well. Xing managing to come in from behind, pretty much doing like a dunk from 4, getting in from behind, getting for the squishy targets, picking the target he wants because everyone else is focused ahead. They're going to go over, push over this left tower. They managed to take out both middle towers and the Phoenix as well. Pretty quick, even with the short respawn timers that we now have, they can push over. To be honest, they're either going to go for the Gold Fury, which is, I'd say, okay, yeah, I'll give them that one. I'm quite happy with that, I think, because Gold Furies are all like extras. Extra golds. The more you can kill, and the faster you can kill them, the more you can kill them, and they keep them on cooldown, the better. You look at towers as fixed revenue, fixed income. That you've always got that income to come in game as long as you can kill it later on. Percy's jumping over. Bad situation. Will be able to jump back. That Bastet leap. Hey, that just shows you how useful that was. Oh, it's the oh crap button, isn't it? You jump over the wall and go, oops. Or as someone says, as the old saying, look before you leap, not Bastet. She jumps in, goes, yeah, not so good. Get the 3 beads and back off. That's pretty much how it is from there. We will see some more damage with the Bancroft Talon coming out from Tokidi as well. Xing going for more of a one-hit combo as well with Titan's Bane. The Assassinate ultimate is really going to hurt now. Anyone, like, even with armor and stuff like that they've got, they're still going to really hurt them. I'd like to see someone push up. Well, to be honest, no. I don't want them splitting up anymore. They can do this like a team fight wise. They can single off. If anything, you'll know Xing is going to go for Tokidi Funball. Possibly Percy's. There is 3 targets. I'd say he's going to go for Tokidi if any targets like can go out, because obviously the AoE damage from Agni is at the most. We will see Snoop being intercepted there by Loki. Xing there obviously looking at him. We do have all 5 of all teams here at the towers. Are they going to push? I doubt it. You could lose one person now and split push with one person. But to be honest, you're going to want all 5 at this point. If you're under the tower, go for it. There's a ping there from Reason Gang. They know where Xing is. They're pushing forward. Allied is there. Shame they don't have an like AoE, major AoE stun. We do have possibly the No, that's Advent. He's on the other team. He's on Reason Gaming. So you've got no blink stun. You do have Spirit Ball from Isis. It's about the only thing that could really disrupt that bubble. We do have a bit of a stalemate, so until they say they actually want to go, we'll see how we go. Hercules could bounce in, get a Fist of Gods on there. We see Shing rotating around the back. Will be seen by a ward, though. They have seen him. They leaped over. He's in trouble. He's going to back off there. But that has split up the teams enough. So there's 4 people for Cognitive Gaming over there onto Sobek. Not being able to do anything, though. There was the catch from Percy's baited out. There's a throwback there onto KO. Pushed into the wall, taking loads of damage. Shing is now rotating in to actually help out. Percy's in a lot of trouble. We do see a Creep and Curse go out, but no one's go down yet. We do see a Minotaur taking damage. The middle lane, the Minotaur's taking damage from the fire minions, and they've actually got it back. They couldn't, you can't, with that Phoenix that they got earlier on, they couldn't actually keep everyone. Now it's a 5-on-3 because 2 people went back to save the Minotaur. Here we go. Snoopy going to get hit by a Spirit Ball, will go down. We can see Advent as well getting an AoE stun. Snoopy goes down, Tower goes down, and just from that, we see Assassinate goes on Advent. Not much he can kind of do. The slow goes out. Spirit Ball and a charge from MLC Stealth, as well as... no, not a charge from Allied and MLC Stealth managing to pick up the kill. So from that one objective a little while ago, with the Phoenix going down, we saw the fact that the team had to split up. They couldn't then sit at the tower for as long as they wanted and try and stall out the fight, as if anything, because... the Minotaur was taking damage. Look, the Minotaur's about 2/3 damage, like 2/3. Now we're going to see Cognitive Gaming take the Fire Giant as well. Completely uncontested, as there's no vision coming out from Reason Gaming here. We do see Allied there going there. Managed to use Fist of the Gods on that. Didn't really need to, but it's always... That's one of the ones you'd never risk. You'd never risk a Fire Giant like a Blink Hog coming out. It would be so gutting. Oh, I was saving it for a stun later on. No, we need that now. That's pretty much how that feels. Middle Phoenix has respawned there for Reason Gaming, so they will get that one back. We see Fumble rotating to the right-hand side lane and actually just try and keep the creeps off of it, pretty much. It's so pushed up that will go down in no trouble. But for unknown Reason Gaming, which they're going to see now with Snoopy Man, he has seen that there's no Fire Giant. They have got it. Now, Cognitive Gaming, moving around as a team, are going to be a deadly combination. We just see MLC Stealth, not MLC Stealth, Shing rotating over. He's going to assassinate onto Fumble. Oh, look at that, 2 hits. 2 hits managed to blow him up. Picked off Fumble there, obviously, with the fact that the Fire Giant buff is so strong. Push up that. Will they be able to take... There's no one to tank it. Shing's going in, uses the decoy, will be able to kill the tower in time before the tower even hit him once. Now they're in trouble. You've got Omega in the middle, zoning out. You see Allied tanking the tower. You see Shing going over using decoy and Spirit Ball going out. Now they're in trouble. The Fire Giant is still such a demanding presence that... a controlling presence that, look, Omega can just sit there. They're going to need 5 people to deflect this on one Phoenix. Now, we can sit over there and be quite happy. We'll see it actually happening. See, Omega can stay. Is he going to stay in mid? Or he's at least pulling one person away. An even fight is not what you want versus someone with a team with the Fire Giant. Advent in there. See, Allied as well, tanking the Phoenix. Taking some poison from KO. KO's in Rising Jaguar as well. Shing just in the middle. Not kind of sure where he wants to go. Yeah, it was going to take aggro from the Phoenix, whichever way he went. We do see Allied get thrown back. Using his ultimate, will hold it in place. Allied as well, silence. Just so much damage coming out. Advent in trouble. Uses the Aegis Amulet, will get blown up. Gets hit by the boulder as well. Excavate goes out. Snoopy as well. Another Creeping Curse. Shing is on the run. Does maybe turn around soon, but Snoopy should go down. A Surrender Vote does come out. I would say that's from Reason Gaming. And they will kind of move on. The horse runs off into the distance, going to Wild Blue yonder. And now Omega does manage to get Togged. He pushes him out of the way. We'll just do something, but gets pinned up by Fumble. They do manage to take the Phoenix out. And then loads of pings go out everywhere. And Togged as well going for it. We will see... No, we won't see anything, really. Just the Minotaur's just going down. Everybody getting knocked up. Fumble up. Jumps up in the air. Does... Look at that. Fumble survives with a sliver of health. But the Minotaur doesn't. So that was what we could see there was great, like, picking off from Reason Gaming. They could pick off. Like, some good ganks coming off. The good ganks coming off from everybody. You had Xing doing pretty well. Reason Gaming doing pretty well. And then all of a sudden it come down to like the last few team fights. And you can see there that this here is because I'm moving around all the time. And it still goes into the chat. It's really weird. Allied keeping up exceptionally well. The player damage coming out. You see, obviously, on Agony, does so much AoE damage that he's always right up there. Xing, single target damage. KO, pretty much single target damage. There's not much other than that. The builds are pretty standard. We do see, obviously, the new item coming out there from... Is that just the regeneration 50 feet by 15%? So it's just a passive regen. So it's not major, but it's a nice enough. So that's a 40-minute game. We're going to the finals now, I believe. It's good to actually see. And now I've caught up with the live broadcast, and now we can carry on. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys later.